Even the multitude shall hear the voice and turn to commune with the Spirit within and strive to obey the high spiritual law. This earth shall stir with impulses sublime, humanity awake to deepest self, nature the hidden Godhead recognized. Now he is elaborating how man and Superman, how it will be a single life, how they'll be at one, how it become a single life. It is that elaboration of single life is what we have here. Even the multitude shall hear the voice and turn to commune. So there is a great hope for the multitude. We are not lost. You see, there is a hope. You see. And turn to commune with the Spirit within and strive to obey the high spiritual law. Try to obey the high spiritual law. The multitude shall obey the spiritual law. Today, what we are obeying is the law of mind, of reason, of rational thinking. But beyond that is the spiritual law. What is the spiritual law? The spiritual law is oneness. The spiritual law is wideness of wideness. The spiritual law is Satyam Ritam Brahat. Satyam, truth. Ritam, the righteous. Brahat, the vast. That is the spiritual law. And strive to obey the high spiritual law. This earth shall stir with impulses sublime. That is a part of the spiritual law. Humanity, awake to deepest self. Nature, the hidden Godhead, recognized. So the Godhead is there inside the nature, but not able to understand, recognize that thing. Even the many shall some answer make, and bear the splendor of the divine realm, and his impetuous knock at unseen doors. Even the many shall some answer make. They may not be able to respond fully, but at least they recognize that presence and make some response. A heavenlier passion shall upheave men's lives. A heavenlier passion. What is a heavenlier passion? Shall upheave men's life, which will lift up like man. What? The heavenlier passion is their minds shall share in the ineffable gleam, their hearts shall feel the ecstasy of the fire, his body shall be conscious of his soul. So these are the examples of the heavenlier passion. Mind sharing the ineffable gleam, heart feeling the ecstasy and the fire, the divine fire. Earth's body is the physical, conscious of a soul within it. So these are the heavenlier passions. Earth's body shall be conscious of a soul. Mortality's born slaves shall unloose their bond. Mere men into spiritual beings to grow and see away the dumb divinity. At the moment that divinity is not able to express itself in us, therefore it is dumb. It is silent, it is quiet, mute, not speaking, not expressing at all. It is that which will now awake and start expressing itself in us. Mortality's bond slaves shall unloose their bond. So it is not going to be tied by mortality. We are tied by mortality at the moment. It does not mean that we will not go away. If we have to go away, it will be at our choice. It will be our choice to go or not to go. We will not be compelled to go away by somebody at a moment as it is. See, that is the condition. Means mortality, bond slaves shall unloose their bond. Now, this is the difference between what is immortality and what is deathlessness. Deathlessness is one thing and immortality is another thing. Mere man into spiritual beings grow and see awake the dumb divinity. Intuitive beams shall touch the nature's field. So again, see, he is now describing for heavenlier passions, the spiritual law, higher law, then intuitive being. It is our understanding, our knowledge now is going beyond reason. Intuitive being shall touch the nature's field. Revelation stir the nature's rapt depths. So we have got intuition, we have got revelation. Actually, beyond mind, beyond reason, even the highest reason, there are higher possibilities of spiritual mind. And as I've been saying, that the post-human destiny, that is our understanding of things beyond human reason, will consist of four things: discernment, inspiration, intuition, revelation. Revelation. Discernment. You immediately know whether it's correct or not. Inspiration, you get some kind of a knowledge from somewhere. Intuition, you see like a lightning flood. Revelation, something is shown to you immediately, without reasoning in that. Discernment, dakshina, that is the name for discernment. Inspiration, Saraswati. Intuition, Ila, Mahi, these are the goddesses, the Vedic goddesses. So here, intuition and revelation, these are the Vedic goddesses who will be working here. The truth shall be the leader of their lives. Truth shall dictate their thought and speech and act. They shall feel themselves lifted nearer to the sky, as if a little lower than the gods. So you are almost touching gods, you see. Perhaps you are better than gods, you see. Because gods are tied to their own kind of knowledge, you see. For knowledge. So intuition, revelation, then knowledge. Knowledge shall pour down its radiant stream, and even darkened mind quiver with new life, and kindled and burn with the ideal's fire, and turn to escape from mortal ignorance. Obviously, there will be no more mortal ignorance than you see. The frontiers of ignorance shall recede. More and more souls shall enter into light. Minds lit, inspired, the occult summoner here, and lives blaze the sudden in the flame, and hearts grow enamored of divine delight, and human wills tuned to the divine will, human will tuned to the divine will. The separate self, the spirit's oneness feel. So it is that oneness which will be there now. These senses of heavenly sense grow capable, the flesh and nerves of a strange ethereal joy. So even the flesh will feel that ethereal joy. The mortal bodies of immortality. This, so mind, and then of course life, and then the body, the senses, the flesh, the physical. The mortal bodies shall sense the growth of immortality. So the mortal body itself will see that the immortality is arriving to them. You see. A divine, so this is knowledge. So after following knowledge is divine force. A divine force shall flow to tissue and cell, and take the charge of breath and speech and act, and all the thoughts shall be a glow of sun, and every feeling a celestial thrill. Often a lustrous inner dawn shall come, lighting the chambers of the slumbering mind, A sudden bliss shall run through every limb, and nature with a mightier presence fill. So even the nature shall be filled up with that mightier presence, you see. Thus shall the earth open to divinity. So he has described the entire process, how this will happen. Man and Superman will become one, etc., etc. Knowledge, intuition, first intuition, revelation, knowledge, force, lustrous inner dawn, the spiritual pain, and inside also. Often a lustrous inner dawn, inside also. Thus shall the earth open to divinity, and common natures feel the wide uplift, illumine common acts with the Spirit's ray, and meet the deity in common things. We don't see that divine presence in common ordinary things, that all these objects are actually the expressions of the divine that we don't see, but that will happen there. Nature shall live to manifest the secret God. Nature shall live to manifest secret God. God who is secret in nature. It is that God which will be revealed by nature. Nature shall live to manifest secret God. The Spirit shall take up the human plane. This earthly life become the life divine. We have already seen that this phrase occurs so many times and all that, you see. This earthly life become the life divine. So this is a great fruit won by Savitri. All that Savitri has obtained is this one. What Savitri has obtained is this from the divine. This earthly life becomes the life divine. All those 1,000 pages Sri wrote about the life divine, they are going to get fructified in the sanction of the Supreme. The Gnostic being, the divine rays, all that is elaborated. Nature shall live to manifest sacred God. Now, nature shall live to manifest. God is there, secret in nature. The divine is present in nature. It is therefore an endless expression of God by nature. Nature shall live to manifest. She is going to live endlessly because the manifestation of God is endless. All the possibilities, all the potentialities, everything is present in nature. They will start coming out more and more, more and more, more and more. The spirit shall take up the human being. So again, so nature shall live, spirit shall take up both. This earthly life becomes the life divine.